My name is Valeria. I was born and raised in Mexico City. I come from a big family and I moved to Texas in 2016.
What are some incorrect assumptions people have made about you or your family that have to do with your culture?
So that because we're Mexican, they think that we're very loud or like we know how to dance, but we don't.
Which is one tradition from your culture that you wish to pass down or continue to pass down?
So Dia de Muertos is my favorite tradition, honoring and remembering our loved ones. That's definitely something I would like to pass on.
How has your culture shaped your educational journey or career?
I think my culture has shaped me as a warm, joyful, and kind person, and that has helped me throughout college because it has opened me a lot of doors.
What is one of your favorite things about your culture?
I love everything about my culture, the people, the food, the traditions, so I cannot pick.
Is there anything else you would like people to know or any challenges?
Yeah, so because we're Hispanic, people think that we're the same or we have the same traditions, or like all of us are Mexicans, but that's not true. So just think about that because we're not the same.
So I was born in Mexico City, and then I moved when I was 9, 2 hours north from Mexico City, and that's when I was raised my whole life until like 2017. That's when I moved here.
So, what are some incorrect assumptions people have made about you or your family that have to do with your culture?
That I'm very tolerant to spicy things. Like, I am, but when it comes to buffalo sauce and everything, I am not that tolerant, and they get really surprised by that.
Which is one tradition from your culture that you wish to pass down or continue to pass down?
El Dia de Muertos, or the Day of the Dead, because I like the celebration of it, and then you can see in Coco how like it's so eventful and like the food and everything, so I really like that.
How has your culture shaped your educational journey or career?
I would say it's changed it to where we're like raised kind of to go to college and get like a degree and everything, so I'm kind of still following that, but also like with my own like culture of like being open to things and all of that, so I like that.
What is one of your favorite things about your culture?
I would say how welcoming we are with everything, and like our traditions as well, like our dances, the music, the mariachi, I like it a lot too, and the food as well. Like I feel like it's very unique in a way.
Is there anything else you would like people to know, any challenges about your culture?
I feel like there's a lot about our culture that people don't know. Like when Coco came out, I'm surprised to see how many people didn't know that was a thing or anything. So I would just challenge them to like look up more things that we do, because we do have like a lot of other stuff that we do in our culture.
My mom is from Jalpa, Zacatecas, and she came to the United States at 18 years old, and I was born in Los Angeles, California.
What are some incorrect assumptions people have made about you or your family that have to do with your culture?
That we would not go to college or make a career.
What is one tradition from your culture that you wish to pass down or continue to pass down?
Christmas, when they make tamales.
How has your culture shaped your educational journey or career?
By encouraging me to keep going to school and make my mom proud.
What is one of your favorite things about your culture?
How we can get along with each other so easily. Like you just know, and you can just speak to someone you don't know, and it's just like they're like family.
Is there anything else you would like people to know, any challenges about your culture?
I feel like people need to understand that we're no different from anybody else. They're very hardworking is one thing no one can deny about Hispanics and in our culture, and they're very humble.
I'm from El Salvador, and the first thing that when I came here that we have different from the United States is the language, then the weather, and then the laws. They're different.
What are some incorrect assumptions people have made about you or your family that have to do with your culture? Okay,
the first thing, they thought that because I have tattoos, I was like a criminal or part of the criminal, you know, but it's not that. It's not true. And then they thought that I can surf at the beginning because El Salvador is known like they have good waves and good beaches and there's a good place to surf, but I can surf. Not everybody can surf in El Salvador, but it's a good place if you want to go, right?
Which is one tradition from your culture that you wish to pass down or continue to pass down?
So we always have to eat together, dinner or lunch or breakfast time. It doesn't matter if we're like mad with each other or we had a discussion that morning, or if we're not hungry, there's like a rule that we always have to eat together.
How has your culture shaped your educational journey or career?
So I think it helps a lot. I was thinking that my dad and my mom, they do a lot of sacrifices so you can be in school and get a better job. So think about it.
What is one of your favorite things about your culture?
Okay, one of my favorite things is that we always like treat foreigners like we're so passionate. Like when people from other countries, they visit our country, because it is a small country, it's true, but nobody wants to visit El Salvador. It's not like you will say, oh, I want to go to El Salvador, you know? It's like, oh, I want to go to Mexico or Cancun, or I want to go to Brazil or Argentina, but nobody never know where's El Salvador, or nobody knows about El Salvador. So when we have like people from other countries, we love that.
Is there anything else you would like people to know? Any challenges to share about your culture?
Maybe just don't be afraid. I mean, I know diversity is important nowadays, and our Independence Day is like the main important thing that we celebrate in this month, right? From Central America, from Mexico, and I think it is important, like they can know more about us, or culture, or diversity, like what is different between the United States or any other country from our countries, you know?